Hello, web page development and design students. Welcome to tutorial number 14, where we're going to work with templates. And templates are a great way to design websites. Once you have a certain page all ready to go, you can go ahead and copy it from page to page. So you're going to go into your files folder. You're going to go into this templates folder. If your folder is closed, you're going to open it, and you're going to click on this Shears main template. And I'm going to just minimize that file so you can see. And you can see over here, I've already made this template an editable region, meaning that the area within inside this box of this content div, this blue box, you can go ahead and you can edit, copy, delete things, and adjust it. Nowhere else can you do that. And I'm going to show you simply how to do this with this area over here. You're going to highlight the area that you want, and you want to hit insert, and then you're going to go from insert and you're going to go down here to template objects, and you're going to hit this part that says editable region. You're going to name your region content, which is going to be over there on this part, and you can see up there I named it, but if I were to do this one, I would call it right side. And I would want to make that editable, because if I didn't want the latest news, maybe I wanted something else on there, I could put that on there, and I would go through and I would change that, and I would hit OK, and then it would ask me to update my links, and I want to say yes until it's saved, and then I want to make sure that I save my file. And you're going to do all of that. But I'm going to walk you through what the next step. I'm going to go to my files panel, and I'm going to go to the about page, and you can see the about page is completely blank. And what I want to do is I want to use this template here, and I want to put it on this about page. So I'm going to go over to my about page, and I'm going to go to insert, and I'm going to go to template objects, or not insert, sorry. I want to go over here to modify, and I want to go to modify, and then I want to go down here all the way to the bottom to templates and hit apply template to page. And I have one template that that we saved earlier that we just adjusted, which was the Shears main, and I'm going to hit select. And it then went ahead and it applied this to this page. So what I want to do is I want to click on here, and you can click on this content area inside that box. Sometimes you have to click several places till you get in there, and I want to change that from welcome to Shears Design to about Shears Design. And what I want to do then is I want to go through and I want to delete both of the, I don't want to click on that. I want to delete it and delete both of these folders and just leave it there. That's the only changes that I want to make on that page. So, as you can see, I haven't shown this to you in the past, but this about page has a little asterisk next to it, meaning that I've made some changes on that page. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit save. Now if you are working on a number of different pages, you can hit save all, but just for this page I'm going to hit save, and then it went ahead and it saved my page. Now I'm going to open these other files. I'm going to open my contact file. I'm going to open, well, the index file is already open. I'm going to open products, and then I'm going to open services. And for services, you can see that I have Shears Design Services over here. We did the Shears Contact Shears Design Studio over here, and then for the about page I have about Shears Design Studio. So you want to work on all of those pages. In addition, you want to do products. So remember, I'm going to do another one. You want to go to modify, and you want to go to templates, apply template to pages, and I want to go to Shears Design, and I want to hit select the main, and then where it says welcome to Shears Design, I'm going to click in here, and I'm going to do Shears Design products. So I'm going to do that, and then just delete the rest of the text. So I'll delete my pictures and I'll keep the text in there. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to save that. And before we go, I want to create a new template, and I have gotten rid of everything. I've closed all of my other tabs out except for this index. And I want to do a file and I want to save it as a template. And I want to change this from index to shears full width, because we're going to change this template and we're going to save it. And I want to update my links and click yes. So that'll take us into this particular full width template. And what I want to do is go over here into, I'm going to leave it in split screen, into our source code, and I'm going to highlight over here. I'm going to click on this div, and I'm going to just delete this white right side div because I don't want it, and I want to refresh it, and you can see that it is gone. Now, while we're in the code thing, in the code area, I want this content, if I go over into design view, I can show you this content div doesn't go all the way across, and I want it to span this whole width across. So what I want to do is I want this to be an ID content, and I'm going to call this full dash width, or actually no dash. I'm going to just do content full width, and I'm going to save this over here. Now, well, that is a good thing. I've gone over into split view, and we need to do something in the CSS code to make sure that our div goes all the way across. So what I want you to do is I want you to go down to in between your content div in your containers and your right side div. I want you to put a new CSS style in there, and I want that CSS style to be, your selector is going to be content full width, and then what you'll do is you're going to tab over and you're going to use your curly brackets, and you're going to put, oh, I have my caps lock on, your width, and you want to take it to 100%. And the reason you want to take it to 100% is you want it to stretch across the entire focus. So I want to go ahead, I want to refresh everything so it saves it, my shears design, and then I'm going to go into design view, and you can see that this particular div is now the full width of what's going on. So I want to make sure that I save this, because you can see that there are unsaved changes. So I'll right click that little, that's what that little asterisk means. There's unsaved changes, and doesn't have any editable regions. Cancel that. Okay, so that was good that I tried to save that, because what I have to do is I have to make sure that this region is editable. I almost forgot one very important thing. So now that I have my div done correctly, I want to go into insert, and I want to go to template objects, editable region, and I'm going to call this full width. And hit OK. And now you can see that it is a full width editable region, and now I want to make sure that I save it, and that asterisk is gone, that it is saved. And if I go over here into my files panel, you can see in my templates folder I have two template folders, full width and main. So I want to go into my last section, and the last section that we need to create a template for is our services section. And you can see I already have a template on there that I copied, and if you had done that already, I want to show you how to not you need to detach the template or it is not going to work. So what you need to do is you're going to go to the modify frame, and you're going to go to template, and I want you to hit detach from template, go into code view, and then you're going to just literally delete. You're going to make sure you refresh, go into design view, and let's save this so we don't have any problems with putting the new template in. And then we'll go to modify, and then you're going to go over to templates, apply template to the page. We want to do the full width, we want to select, and there it is. There's our full width template. And then we want to make sure that we save it. And then what we want to do is we're going to preview this. Okay. Yes, I want to save them now. And we're going to preview in Firefox. So Firefox should come up, and you have your Shears Design homepage, your About page where it says About Shears Design. Then you should have your Products page where it's Shears Design Products. And your Services page. Welcome to Shears Design, which is a full page. We need to actually change the text on that. And then you'll have your contact page with the Contact Shears Design Studio. So basically your website is almost done. So what I want to do is I want to change this, edit this region to Shears Design Services. And then I'm going to just delete these two pictures so that we just have text in there. I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit save. And then this is all for this tutorial. So your website should be almost ready to go. Thank you and good luck.